Is song and dance a form of sadhana? Because there's so much of it happening in this faith.
Part of the sadhana kirtana, hearing and chanting, as part of the
Shravan Kirtanam is as part of sadhana is Shravana Kirtana, that is chanting and hearing.
And so naturally one feels
spiritually
healthy.
They feels very happy.
And they want to express that.
And they want to express that.
So they are allowed to express it through the dance.
Express it and the dance.
So dancing is a part of our expression of happiness.
Dancing is part of expression of a happiness.
And great souls like Prahlad Maharaj and others,
great souls like Prahlad Maharaj and others,
they would dance in spiritual ecstasy.
They dance in spiritual ecstasy.
So they didn't care what other people thought.
They didn't care what other people thought.
Lord Chaitanya, he made this very popular 500 years ago.
Lord Chaitanya made this very popular 500 years ago.
And His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, brought Lord Chaitanya's methods to the West.
So A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada brought this message to the West.
So now, Kirtan or mantra meditation is very popular in the West.
Now this Kirtan or mantra meditation is very popular around the world.
So, but this process was originally given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and it's also timeless.
This process was started by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but it is timeless.
So, throughout the history, we see that people would chant the names of the Lord.
So the history you can find people were chanting with the names of the Lord.
And naturally they would dance.
And naturally they were dancing.
Okay. Is spirituality the highest form of education? Can we say that?
You see, yeah. What is the purpose of education?
You can see what is the purpose of education.
We want to give people a better understanding of the world around them.
You want to give people a better understanding of the world around them.
You want to give them a better understanding of the self.
You want to give them better understanding of the self.
So the modern education is how to do service.
The modern education is just how to do service.
How to be an employee.
How to do employ.
And the real problems of life are not addressed at all.
The real problem in life is not just at all. Not
addressed.
Not addressed at all.
Not addressed at all.
Like birth, death, old age, disease. Everyone is forced to suffer.
Like birth, death, old age, disease, everyone has to suffer.
Through the proper education, one can be saved from these things.
Through the proper education, one can be saved from this.
So, we want to give people the ordinary education so that they can do work and function, but in addition, we want to give them a higher spiritual education.
We are giving people normal education. We want to give people normal education. And on top of that, also higher education.
So that they can end the cycle of birth and death.
So that they can end the cycle of birth and death.
And they can go back to the spiritual world.
And they can go back to the spiritual world.
At the end of their life.
At the end of their life.
which is the real purpose of human life.
which is the real purpose of human life.
Achha, I always there's a is Sadguru and Guru the same, or there's a difference? Or the words used interchangeably, sometimes.
A Sadguru means someone who gives you the absolute truth.
A Sadguru means someone who gives you the absolute truth.
Sat means eternal.
Sat means eternal.
So the eternal truths are not known by everyone. The Sadguru should know the absolute truth.
Eternal truth is not known by everyone, but the Sadguru must know the absolute truth.
So anyone who gives a teaching, who helps the disciple learn something, can be addressed in one form as a guru.
Someone who teach and gives absolute truth to disciples, any knowledge to the disciples can be known as guru.
But he may or not be a Sadguru.
But he may or may not be Sadguru.
It's like Dronacharya. He was guru for Arjuna.
Just like Dronacharya was a guru of Arjuna.
But he was Astra Guru.
But he was Astra Guru.
He taught how to fight.
He taught how to fight.
So there may be different types of gurus.
That means there are different types of guru.
So Sadguru means he teaches the eternal truth.
The Sadguru means who teach the eternal truth.
Is it important to have a guru at all in your spiritual progress?
The Siddha Satra Upanishad says, Guru eva vigachet.
Sveteshwara Upanishad said, Guru evam adhigachat.
That is absolutely necessary to have a guru.
This is absolute necessary to have a guru.
Someone who teaches you the absolute truth.
Someone who teaches the absolute truth.
Because in our unpurified states, we have no access to the absolute truth.
In our unpurified state, we don't have any access to the absolute knowledge.
So, besides this, the Shastra, the life of great devotees, the sadhu, and the guru.
So the Shastra, scripture, and the life of great devotees, guru and the guru, sadhu and guru.
So these things can help us to advance in our Krishna consciousness.
So these three things can help us to advance in Krishna consciousness.
In the knowledge of the eternal spiritual truths.
This can help us in knowledge of eternal spiritual truth.
Okay, we have been doing this parikrama. So, what is the significance of this parikrama, and how does it help us, to realize the Krishna consciousness?
This Navadwip Dham is considered non-different from Vrindavan.
See, this Navadwip Dham is considered non-different from Vrindavan.
That the Puranas tell us that Radharani has made Navadwip Dham.
As in mentioned Puranas, that Radharani has made this Navadwip Dham.
Here, Lord Chaitanya appeared 500 years ago.
So here Lord Chaitanya appeared 500 years ago.
But there are many holy places throughout the Navadwip Dham.
But there are many holy places throughout the Navadwip Dham.
There's Nrsimha Chetras and Jana Chetra and Shiva Chetra.
Like Jagannath Chetra, Nrsimha Chetra, Shiva Chetra.
So, by walking around this Navadwip Dham and visiting the holy places, one gets a spiritually advancement, plus they help the whole world.
Walking in this Navadwip Dham, one can get the spiritual benefit.
And they can help
and they can help whole world.
Because there's just like in our ordinary society, the embassies or consul generals are the extension of that country.
Just like in ordinary society, the embassies, the consulate, the expansion of the representative expansion of the country.
So technically, inside the embassy, the laws of their country will take place, and not the local laws.
So inside the council or consulate or embassy, the own rules regulations of the country, not the local country law.
So this Dham is under the spiritual world.
So this dham is on the spiritual world.
So any service we do here, it gets multiplied by 1,000 times.
So any activity you do here, so it multiply by 1,000 times.
Of course, we have to follow the laws of India and so on.
Of course, we have to follow the laws of Indian government and so on.
Simultaneously, the laws of the Dham will also be taken into consideration.
Simultaneously, the laws of the dham also will be taken in consideration.
So, if one does this Parikrama, it has a great personal benefit and helps the whole world.
So one who does the parikrama also get personal benefit and it helps the whole world. Okay.
Alright?
Okay, thank you very much.
What is your name? आपका नाम क्या?
My name is Ranjini Signh.
From?
Times of India,
From where?
Delhi. The Speaking Tree newspaper.
Speaking Tree.
Newspaper.
Oh, okay. In the Times of India, there is a page called Speaking
Not
Tree.
the page, it's a separate newspaper.
Oh, so, but there is a Speaking Tree also in the
Column,
Times.
yeah,
The column is
This
there.
is a newspaper.
Yes, okay. But there used to be spiritual.
That's also there.
They're also
the
there.
newspaper. Called the Speaking Tree.
Alright.
Okay.
You healthy?
That's
You got Rashad?
Prashad, yeah, I will give.